Hi. I'm going to be trying vlogging again, but rather than daily vlog like I did before, I'll probably combine 2 or 3 days into one video. Because the last time I did daily vlogging, I found it really hard to find content, especially when I had school and work. My days were just lacking exciting stuff. Not saying that these vlogs are gonna be like extremely exciting or anything, but it's more of a documenting my life kind of thing. Because for October, what I wanted to do was a challenge for myself. So what I wanted to focus on was improving my health by eating right and exercising, spending less money, improving my wardrobe, which I'll get to that later, and improving my lifestyle / productivity. Again, I'll get more into that later in the video. Right now, I'm going to be making breakfast, which consists of Huel. I am not sponsored by Huel, by the way. Huel is this nutritionally complete food. It has balanced macros, and I thought maybe this will help me kind of start eating healthier since it's nutritionally complete. All it really is like a shake made of like oats and other stuff. You got oats, pea protein, flaxseed, brown rice protein, cocoa powder, because this is a chocolate flavor, sunflower oil powder, natural artificial flavors, medium chain triglyceride powder, blah blah. So I actually started taking Huel last week, and I just started by replacing one meal with it. And so now I'm slowly adding a second, or replacing a second meal with Huel. So I'm replacing breakfast, which is what I'm about to do right now. On days that I work, today I work. So on days that I work at a pizza place. So what I tend to do is just grab pizza that's there, but I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to prepare lunch here before I go to work. I'm also going to prepare Huel to take to work. So when I get hungry, I'll just drink the shake. Right now, let's make a shake. I'm gonna show you how it's done, I guess. This is the shaker bottle that I was sent. I have this chocolate flavor. I also have a vanilla flavor hidden somewhere. I really like the chocolate flavor, but then I also like mixing in some coffee. This doesn't taste too bad on its own, but adding the coffee just makes me like it a little bit more. Huel says it only takes 2 scoops to make a meal. Now, each bag is supposed to have 17 meals, I believe. One thing that made me interested in this stuff was not only did it say that it was nutritionally complete, they calculated the whole price of every meal, well, a meal, and it came out to about $1.60-ish a meal, which I thought sounded really good to spend on a meal, because I think last time I checked, when I started cooking my own meals, my meals are coming out to about $5, $6, $7 maybe per meal. But also lately, I just been lacking time. What I would do is just buy fast food or order something to get delivered to me. Delivery fees add up, and the cost of food being prepared is already expensive. This will help me from spending money unnecessarily on food. I do add some instant coffee. Add about like 2 little spoons. Shake this up a little so it kind of gets level. Right now it's at about 8 ounces. We're gonna fill it up with 14 ounces of water. Now we shake. So we got most of the clumps out. It looks pretty shaken. So what I like to do now is just kind of throw this in the... This is not my ice cream, by the way. But anyway, I like to throw this in the freezer for a bit and let it chill. So I do that for about 15-20 minutes. That gives me enough time to get in the shower and get dressed. Once I'm done with that, I'll explain more of like this vlogging challenge that I'm doing. Let me just hop in the shower real quick and I'll be right back. So my shower is done. I'm still waiting on my hair to dry a little bit more before I do anything with it. Here's my closet, just to show you guys what I mean about my wardrobe. That's pretty much it. I have t-shirts and undershirts like stashed away right there in my bed. Yeah, it's not a lot. I don't wear a lot of this stuff. Like, I don't really wear this or this. I feel like I need to get rid of those and get something newer. Maybe start updating my fall wardrobe, because fall is officially here. Well, it's been officially here. Alrighty. So I think I left this too long, as in, I think I took a shower too long, because it was a little hard to open and there was some ice. This is how you spell it. Huel. When I first tried it, I was kind of like, ew, because you got a weird grainy texture from the oats, and to me it tasted more like banana more than chocolate. I don't know, my taste buds are weird. One thing I like to use is this clay pomade by Baxter of California. Again, not sponsored. I just really like this. This thing runs for about can't remember, I think $23 per little container. Maybe more, maybe less, but shipping does bring it up a bit. So I'd say like $28 total. Let's do my hair. So my hair's pretty much complete. It's not much. I just kind of put the clay pomade in and just kind of throw it around. And you know, some people compliment my hair, and then, you know, I think, why are they complimenting trash? This is how I do it. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of combing or brushing my hair. I just kind of do whatever. I think it gives it a more natural look, I guess you could say. Now that that's done, let's discuss. I'm looking at my face instead of the camera. Let's discuss the challenge. I just gotta say, natural light is the best light. I really like this. So like I said, for October, I wanted to do a challenge that will kind of improve me, pretty much. So let's start with the first point, which is focus on becoming healthier. Part of that is by eating Huel, drinking Huel. It's supposed to be nutritionally complete, balanced macros. So I thought, if this can help me get on track to getting my complete nutrition, then, you know, let's go for it. It's cheap once you calculate the price of every meal. That's one way we're saving money, which is our next point. But continuing on with the eating healthy part, I'm gonna focus on making lunch or dinner a healthy and low-cost meal. So this is going to help me explore different recipes. All I'm eating right now is like a sandwich made with whole grain bread, organic spring mix, some Oscar Mayer mesquite smoked turkey, sliced turkey, and some Sargento cheddar cheese. Sandwiches are getting boring. You know, I've like looked at the nutrition information on that sandwich. You know, it's pretty good overall, but I want to explore other recipes. Like, I used to cook chicken breasts and like season it and stuff, but found that took too much time. So another thing I should add to that is low cost, healthy, and quick. But yeah, by eating healthy, we're going to explore different recipes, and we're gonna see if Huel here, I guess, makes me lose weight, maintain weight, or makes me gain weight. I'm also going to be exercising, so that should help in the weight loss. I'm not trying to lose like a ton of weight. I'm just trying to, like, you know, look. So the next point is spending less money. To spend less money, I'm going to reduce the times I'm eating fast food. And I think I mentioned this before, but a lot of times when I'm running low on time, I tend to go out and get fast food, or sometimes I'll even have it delivered to me. Uber Eats here, the delivery fees are $5 just because we're in like a smaller town. If I was in a bigger city like New York, because when I was in New York, the delivery fee up there was like $1, $2. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, the price of delivery here. Plus, I won't be putting so much fast food into my body. I'm trying to reduce that. Oh, what are you doing? We're also going to reduce so another thing we're going to do is reduce impulse buys. My impulse buys are pretty ridiculous. The easiest example of an impulse buy is, you know, you're at the Walmart checkout and you're just waiting for your turn, and, you know, you're looking at like the stuff that's on display right there, and, you know, you see a candy bar and you're like, oh, you know, I didn't come here for a candy bar, but a candy bar sounds good. So, you know, you take it and you buy it, and, you know, that's an impulse buy. You just buy it because you're like, why not? I didn't come for it, but it seems like a good buy. I do that a lot, but on a greater scale. Sometimes I'll go online and I'm looking at like car parts and stuff, and, you know, I'm like, this thing is like $300, but it's so cool and I really want it. And I happen to have $300. Let's buy it. And then, I'll buy it. And then I realize I made a big mistake because then I'm broke and struggling. So we're going to reduce the times those happen. It might still happen, but we're going to reduce them. And an idea I had for this was if I ever think about an impulse buy, so if I ever stop like, wow, a lot of times at work, I'm like, wow, I really want to buy a soda, but a soda's $2 at work. And that adds up over a month. I think 1 month I spent like $40 just buying a soda. I had an idea of, if I have an impulse buy or I have, I'm thinking about making an impulse buy. What if instead of actually spending the money like I normally would, oh, my cat's trying to get into the closet. So instead of actually spending the money on whatever I want, like the soda, I can set that money aside and put it, I have a coin box. One thing I do already is if I buy in cash, I try to buy with cash. I'll round the price to the next dollar. And so any coin change that's given to me goes straight into this box. And at the end of every month, I usually go take it to the bank and change it in. I usually end up with 30 to 40 bucks. One thing I could do is when I have an impulse buy, take that amount that I was going to throw away and throw it in this box. And then at the end of the month, we'll see how much that increases our coin collection. Next point is improving wardrobe. So my wardrobe, as I showed you, is not the biggest. It's not the craziest. I find myself wearing the same thing every week. I just kind of mix up the days. First thing I need to do is sell or donate the clothes that I'm not using. If I do manage to sell them, that's going to put a little bit more money in my pocket. If I can't sell them, donating is the best option. Someone will find a use for them. So after that is done, if I want to buy clothes, I made a deal with myself where I set these rules for myself. If I want to buy a sweater, hoodie, jacket, stuff like that, it has to be $25 or under. If it's $25.99, that's a no. $24.99? Yeah, go for it. Even if it's at that price, we gotta find a way to even lower the price. That's part of the challenge. I want to buy new clothes, but how cheap can we get new clothes? For shirts, I set the limit at $15 or under. Jeans and pants, I set at $20 or under. Actually, a couple days ago, I bought some jeans online from JCPenney. I managed to get them under 20 bucks. I believe $18. If I do need to buy more jeans, more pants, I'll probably go through JCPenney because they're a pretty cheap option. But sometimes Old Navy does tend to have lots of sales actually, where they bring the price of their clothes way down. And then for shoes, I was looking at shoes yesterday. I was actually at Old Navy yesterday with my girlfriend. I was looking around and I realized everything was above those limits that I set. Shoes can be pretty expensive sometimes. The boots I wear right now, I believe were like $120. Some of the tennis shoes I wear to play basketball were $150, $160. And so I set my limit for $30. At Old Navy, I was looking at these shoes. I couldn't find the price on them. I have bought shoes from Old Navy before and I got them for $35. So I know I could have gotten them cheaper because they always send me coupons. It's possible to get these shoes under $30 and they're pretty good quality shoes. So I set my limit for $30. I'm not just set on buying shoes from Old Navy. I'm going to be looking around and I'm going to try thrift shopping. So going to like Goodwill and other shops similar to that. Hey, Bo. I usually tend to stay away from them because for some reason in my mind, I'm always thinking, 90s clothes. I don't know why I think that. I think once I went and all I saw were like 90s style clothing and that just kind of set in my mind like, ooh, no. We don't want to go back to the 90s. I'm willing to give it a try, and if I find anything that looks good, I'll take it. And usually stuff at Goodwill is priced $10 and under. So, I might find a hidden gem or something. And my last point, I said improve lifestyle. This point is actually pretty broad. What I wrote down was set study goals, set workout goals, set project goals. So study goals. I just find it difficult for me to study sometimes. A lot of times I'm like, okay, I can do it later. Let me just play some 2K right now. I'll just do it later. Let me watch this movie right now. And then I find myself on a time crunch because I set it aside and I'm like, wow, is it really due? Like today, I actually have an exam due. I don't have to take the exam until like 10 p.m. tonight because it's online. But I have work, so I'm gonna be at work not studying. I don't even think I prepared for this exam. That's one thing I wanna do. I wanna improve my study habits, basically. I'm actually going to study after filming this. I probably won't even edit this video until I probably won't edit this video until after I'm done taking my exam. So next, set workout goals. Like I said, I'm trying to lose some weight. It might seem like a lot. Currently, I'm at like 200 and I'm trying to go down to 180 because technically I'm like overweight. The healthy range is like at 180 or something like that. For my height, I'm 5'9", 5'10". I just think that exercising is going to improve my health. I play basketball a lot, so I feel like it's gonna give me an advantage when I play with people who are more athletic than me. And then I set project goals, and that's really broad. So what I mean by set project goals, I'm talking about like hobbies and stuff. One thing that I was really into is Polaroid photography, but lately I just haven't been taking any pictures. I think the last time I posted a picture was when I came back from New York, and that was June or July. It was sometime during the summer, and that was the last time I posted. And usually I'm good about posting a few times a week. I want to get back into that. There's like this art competition thing that I want to enter, and I want to use Polaroid film as a medium, but I have to plan that and I have to be inspired because I'm not feeling inspired lately for my Polaroid photography. I want to try some other stuff too, so I mentioned to my friends during the summer as well that I wanted to get into gaming, and that just hasn't happened. I bought a microphone and I haven't really recorded any gameplay. I want to get into some other stuff. Once I have like, homework and stuff caught up, I want to not waste time. I find that I'm wasting a lot of time playing games on my phone rather than getting stuff done or just getting out there and finding new things to do. Eventually I might end up deleting a bunch of games on my phone just so I can keep myself from getting distracted and getting things done. Those are the 4 points that I want to improve: becoming healthier by eating healthier, working out, spending less money, improving my wardrobe, and improving my lifestyle, stuff like that. Hopefully I don't break from all this. Food wise, I think I'll be okay. This seems pretty tasty. Spending is going to be the hard one. Bo, what are you doing? Like I said, my impulse buys are pretty ridiculous, and I just got to put a lot more focus into like finding deals, finding coupons, price matching, and all this. I'm really excited about this whole challenge. I'd be happy to, at the end of the month, when I look into my bank account and I'm like, whoa, where'd all this money come from? I feel great at the end of the month or something. I think the video is long enough already, just explaining the whole situation, showing you, I guess, my breakfast routine and hair routine, whatever. So I'm just gonna end the video at that. Tomorrow is when I'll actually start the official vlog. I think it is, I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, see, that's a bad thing. I don't even know what day it is. I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd though. So today's October 3rd. We'll start vlogging, and hopefully, again, it's not gonna be, I'm not promising anything super exciting compared to what my last several vlogs, but hopefully, you come along with me on this journey, kind of see if I'm gonna break, if I'm actually going through this challenge. I'll also find this like kind of cool to look back on, and I already look at some of my old vlogs, and then I'll watch them and I'll be like, wow, this really happened. I remember this. And then I see that a lot has changed, and I kind of, maybe a few years down the future, I look back at this video of these vlogs and be like, wow, I used to look like that. Maybe I'll look different after this month because, change of style and clothing, or like, I look different because, exercise and eating healthy. So yeah, Bo, do you want to say bye before you fall asleep on the windowsill? So yeah, subscribe and, follow me on this journey challenge thing. If I keep up with it and I enjoy it, maybe I'll go on and continue into November. But yeah, bye.